Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled, Flying Past Neptune's Moon, Triton. So, what do we see here? Well, here we're going to watch a video that was put together from images taken of the moon of Neptune known as Triton. Now, these were taken back in 1989, the only time we visited Neptune and Triton, and that was part of the Voyager 2 mission's grand tour of the solar system. Because of a specific planetary alignment, it was able to visit Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune all in one mission. And 1989 was the final leg of that mission when it finally flew by Neptune and was able to image it and its moons. Now, we can go ahead and watch the video and take a look at this. And again, remember, this is not a video recorded by Voyager 2. It is put together from the images that were taken there. And as Triton comes into view, we can see that it looks quite different than our own moon. It's comparable in size, being several hundred kilometers smaller than our own moon. Now, the structures that we see on it, everything we're looking at here is actually icy material. Now, ices do not mean just water ice, although that is likely a solid component of this, but other types of icy materials. And this far out in the solar system, lots of things will be frozen as ice, including methane and ammonia that we often see, but even things like nitrogen begins to freeze at these very cold temperatures, so we see nitrogen ices as well. And in fact, we'll also get traces of other objects such as carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide on the surface of Triton. Now, the fact that it has that nitrogen, which will actually turn into a gas depending on how it's warmed up, as the warmer side of Triton faces the sun, will actually give Triton a very thin atmosphere. So we tend to talk about Titan around Saturn. That's the only moon with a significant atmosphere, but other objects like Triton can have a very tenuous atmosphere such as this. Now, again, we're seeing here the only time we've ever visited this part of the solar system. In fact, the planets Uranus and Neptune have both only been visited once, and both by the Voyager 2 spacecraft. And we have not yet gone back out to study them. So the images we see here of Triton are really all we have. It's much too small to be imaged from Earth, so we can't continue to study it in any more detail. And the parts that were in darkness as it flew by were really never able to be seen. We don't know what those are like. We note that as it's leaving, we can see it's a crescent phase. The crescent is because we're now looking back toward the sun. A crescent phase for any object will occur when that object gets between Earth and our sun, and that will cause it to look as a crescent because the most of the illuminated side will now be pointing away from the observer and pointing toward the sun. So here we get to see an animation put together from images taken during the Voyager 2 mission as it passed by Neptune and Triton back in 1989. So that was our picture of the day, titled Flying Past Neptune's Moon, Triton. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.